Kevin is a 9-year-old boy who miraculously survived a strange ordeal. The story, in brief, takes place during the Russia-Ukraine war when many houses collapsed due to the explosions. Kevin was among those whose homes were destroyed. Unfortunately, his house fell on him, and he remained trapped under the rubble for 5 days until rescue teams found him. The astonishing part of the story is that when they asked him how he managed to survive under the debris, he told them he was sitting in his room when suddenly he found himself in a dark, large pit. He screamed for a long time, but no one heard him. At that moment, he remembered something he learned in school, that God said, "Whatever you ask of the Father in my name, he will give you." He prayed for God to save him, but help was delayed. He also asked for someone to hear him while he was screaming, but that too was delayed. In that moment, he cried bitterly, feeling immense pain from his broken bones and fear. He said, "Oh God, I trust that you hear me. I only ask for one thing, to quench my thirst, because that is the one thing I cannot bear any longer." And it was so. Kevin says that as soon as he finished praying, he felt drops of water falling on his face, and they tasted very sweet, repeating every time he felt thirsty. Until one day, he heard knocking around him and voices. At that moment, he knew that God's time had come for him to be freed into the light again. Doctors said that if Kevin had stayed one more day, he could have died due to a significant lack of oxygen in the place where he was trapped. At the end of the episode, Kevin said a beautiful phrase despite his young age. God is very precise with his timing. Not every prayer is answered when you want it to be. God knows the right time and will surprise you with a great and joyful act.